ensure that you start attempting previous year questions, you start attempting test series questions, you start taking the tests which are organized monthly, weekly, whatever it is, very seriously. That will help you in assessing your performance with respect to the other candidates as well. Now, that doesn't mean that if you don't do well in those tests, you should feel disheartened. Ultimately, these are tests which are mock tests, and that's why they are called as mock tests. But don't make a mockery of these tests as well at the same time, right? Take their results seriously to an extent that they should tell you what are the areas on which I need to focus, what are my weaknesses, what are my strengths, and accordingly I need to make those adjustments. But I must tell you one thing, as many number of questions you attempt from the prelims, that is what is going to literally help you in improving your ability to solve the questions. A lot of times I see candidates do not attempt questions and they straight away walk into the examination hall. You would not know how to attempt the MCQs. MCQs भी एक skill है solve करना. कई बार क्या होता है that आप थोड़ा बहुत guesswork लगाकर भी question solve कर सकते हैं. But again, you have to keep it in mind that UPSC now has gone one step ahead of the candidates and the coaching institutes. The kind of questions that they are setting in the prelims examination now are not simple 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. Rather, they are giving how many of these statements are correct, 2, 3, 4, 5, which has made the questions extremely difficult. Because one, you go wrong and you will go wrong with the entire question. So you have to be very precise in your knowledge. And that is why you must revise the content as many number of times as much as possible. And don't leave this revision to the last moment. Start revising now itself. Start taking up specific topics. Make a schedule, a weekly schedule, a monthly schedule for yourselves, and try attempting questions on the basis of those particular topics that you are covering on a weekly or a monthly basis. Also, please don't give over importance to GS. I see this as a big problem with candidates, those who do not do well in the mains examination, because they keep giving so much over importance to GS that they forget that optional is actually the most important paper that you will have. In fact, if I were to be giving the opinion, out of 7 papers, I believe GS 1, 2 and 3 are the least important. It is GS 4 ethics, it is essay paper, and it is your optional 2 papers, which are going to actually decide whether you will be there in the interview or whether you will feature in the merit list or not. Lot of times people only focus on GS 1, 2 and 3. They score well as well. But to be honest, that is not enough, because the real make or break happens in the other papers. GS 1, 2, 3 में बहुत ज़्यादा variation नहीं होता है scores के अंदर, ये बात ध्यान रखिएगा. So therefore, don't give a lot of overemphasis on current affairs and just GS 1, 2 and 3, economy, geography, etc. वो prelims के लिए ठीक है. But for mains examination, keep that in mind. Also, try to keep your preparation as integrated as possible. Prelims and mains both as much as possible. In fact, मेरा हमेशा personally ये belief रहा है कि अगर आपकी mains की तैयारी अच्छी है, तो prelims की तैयारी आपकी automatically अच्छी होगी. बस आपको last 3-4 महीने में बहुत सवाल solve करने हैं, MCQs. So my suggestion will be that in the remaining 1.5 months, for those who are appearing in 2024, you must ensure that you give your time and energy to your optional and finishing off all the things that you possibly can related to main syllabus. From January onwards, maybe you can give yourself a deadline of January 15th or maximum 30th of January, 31st of January. After that, your preparation should be only and only dedicated to prelims, where you should only focus on prelims heavy topics, where you should only focus on solving as many questions as possible on a daily basis. You should continue to write answers. Maybe you should continue to write 1 answer or 2 answers on a daily basis. It will not take more than 15-20 minutes, even if you are writing just 1 answer. But have that knack or that habit of writing, because only when you write, I know many of you in these 2 batches, RB2 and 3, I can tell you, you write really well. And I can give it to you that those who have been writing and those who have shown me some of their answers, I am 101% certain that sooner or later they will get success. See, I can't say that they will qualify the exam in the first attempt only. I know so many candidates जो कि बहुत मेहनत करके गए but prelims में लटक गए, और हो जाता है ऐसा. You know, it is the truth of life that things don't always go in your favor as you expect them to. But you have to learn to live with failure. You have और ये भी हो सकता है कि आप कितनी भी मेहनत करें, 1 अटेम्प्ट दें, 4 दें, 6 दें, 10 दें, you may not qualify this. So always be ready in your mind with that eventuality that what if I don't qualify, what will I do in life? So that later on you are not at this crossroads, which I see a lot of people, those who do not really know what happened, कि अब करना क्या है. They are clueless, absolutely don't have any idea what is supposed to be done. Right? You are bright minds, you are people, those who have worked really hard. So you must have a backup option as well always. मैं ये suggest करता हूं हमेशा, एक अटेम्प्ट दीजिए, खूब मेहनत के साथ दीजिए. देन अगर आपको लगता है कि यू आर डन वेल, मे बी यू कैन गिव सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट ऑल्सो, अगेन कंप्लीटली डेडिकेटेड टू द एग्जाम, मे बी, even though I personally don't recommend it. I personally believe that after first attempt, you should take up a job, you should take up some work, you should enroll in some course, you should enroll in some higher studies, whatever it is, some professional course. And if you want to give the exam, give it alongside your preparation or your job or whatever. अगर आप एक अटेम्प्ट में 1.5-2 साल के बावजूद भी इतने तैयार नहीं हो पाए कि आप जॉब या अपने किसी चीज के साथ में एग्जाम दे सकते हैं, तो फिर आप 2 अटेम्प्ट में भी तैयार नहीं होने वाले, ये मैं आपको बता सकता हूं. अनलेस आप में बहुत ड्रास्टिक चेंज आ जाए, है ना. कई बार ऐसा भी होता है कि आदमी जो है वो, अब फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोई 12th फेल मूवी देखकर आ जाए, अब उसको तो ये लगेगा कि यार 12वीं फेल करने के बाद भी आदमी क्वालिफाई. देखिए, गलत मैसेज अगर आप ड्रॉ करेंगे तो फिर गलत ही उसका आप निष्कर्ष निकालेंगे. राइट? यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द राइट कंक्लूजन एज वेल. यू हैव टू मेक अ लाइफ ऑल्टरिंग चेंज, literally drastic change in your life, in your thinking, in your living, if you have to overcome that kind of a failure in life. अगर आप 12वीं फेल हुए हैं और वहां से आपको IAS की परीक्षा क्लियर करनी है, then don't think that you will do your usual things and then you will qualify. Please understand that. अगर आपका पहली अटेम्प्ट में प्रीलिम्स नहीं हो रहा है, अगर बहुत मार्जिन, देखिए थोड़ा बहुत मार्जिन से रह गया तो अलग बात है, बहुत मार्जिन से नहीं हो रहा है, तो आप ये एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि मैं इस बार फिर से पढ़ाई करूंगा और वैसे ही उसी तरीके से पढ़ाई करूंगा जैसे मैंने पिछली बार करी थी, और मैं वैसा ही अपना पूरा एटीट्यूड रखूंगा. यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू क्वालिफाई द प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन एज वेल. नॉट सेकंड टाइम, नॉट थर्ड टाइम, नॉट फोर्थ टाइम, नॉट फिफ्थ टाइम, नॉट सिक्स्थ टाइम, एंड नेवर in your life. Right? So you have to understand this, that you have to make those life altering changes as well. It is not easy. Right? So be aware that success in this examination ultimately depends upon how much hard work that you put in. Also, some of you may have other doubts or queries, etc., and all of that. For online students, only thing which I can say is that you can write a mail to me and then wait and then hope that I will reply to it someday. I'll be very honest, because it's very difficult. It gets very taxing to reply to mails and all of that. Except my closest of the family members, I don't even respond to WhatsApp messages, to be very honest, because I don't really have the bandwidth and the time in my life to be able to do that. So a lot of times हो जाता है ऐसा कि नहीं आप respond कर पाते हो. That's unfortunately it is how it is. And mails भी मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ. I'll be very honest. I do read mails, but at times नहीं हो पाता reply. Sometimes I reply, sometimes I don't, because I really don't know that whether I can sum up the reply in the mail as well. I will try to, but I can't be sure. For those who are offline students or those who are in Delhi, if at any point of time you want to meet me, I would be either here or at GMMR. In between the classes, you can come. But it's you will have to figure that out with the staff.